Hi, I'm Jimmy White, and you're watching Power Play Country. When I was a kid and I was a bank regulator, the banks many times, to have a good relationship with you, would take you out to lunch. This bank thought they were hot stuff. You know, they thought they were young and smart and they were all going to make trillions of dollars. And they would take us to a go-go bar for lunch. And we walk into this go-go bar and they sit down and a dancer comes up to serve them. And you can see that they know each other and they seem like friends. They're talking and they're laughing and they seem like they really like her. Well, the minute that she walks away from the table, they start calling her all these ugly names, putting her down, just really nasty stuff. And I was just shocked. And it began to occur to me, you know, what if they fell in love with this girl, like against their will, against all reason, they just liked her. How would they justify trashing her and putting her down, and how they obviously felt about her with the emotions that they then would feel? And I happened to have a riff at the time, which was the opening for Katy Did, and no idea for a song except the title, Katy Did. And then there's certain places you don't. And I was driving through the middle of Plainfield, coming home, and I hear this thing on the radio, and it sounds familiar, and I'm thinking, what is that? What is that? You know, and all of a sudden I hear, and this is brand new from Jimmy White, and I just was in total shock. And I had to pull my car over and sit there because I was just too freaked out that I was actually on the radio. And my voice came on, and there it was. In music, unfortunately, it's like that a lot of times. Your best moments, there's nobody to share them with. First money I made was back in the 80s when my first record, My Maria, charted Billboard, and I got my first check from BMI, which was the most exciting thing that had ever happened to me. And I think I bought probably a pack of gum and a cup of coffee with it, which is about all I could possibly get. I love being locked in the studio, very incredibly creative people. And Gary Mallaber is a legend, and he's in the Rock Hall of Fame. And I get to work with these people. And it's just a bunch of guys laughing and having a great time, but so incredibly talented, you know, and you come up with this great stuff, and I can't imagine anything more fun than being in the studio with my band. I didn't get these questions in advance. That's a rough question. I would talk about how much I love Brian Wilson, how he inspired me to become a musician, and the other people that inspired me as a child, people like, you know, Billy Joel, or I mean, Brian was the main one, the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, people that wrote, and then they performed, and they produced, and they put their records together with such craftsmanship. It was such being a complete artist. That inspired me so much, and I wanted to be like them, you know. I wanted to write my own things and perform them and put records out and have every song on the record be like you worked on it like it was the most important single in the world. There were no throwaway things. The whole album was important, just like they did it then. That was so inspiring to me that I want to do that now, and that's what I do.